Welcome back, guys. Last episode we left off on pretty much just doing the overview of the parts, and sorry I took forever getting back to this. I ended up having to do a couple side jobs and took up some time from working on this engine, but we're gonna get into it today. And first we have to clean up the garage a little bit because there is a mess from these side jobs. As you can tell, I got toys and car seats everywhere, and I got the Momobile up in here. I had this pulled in because I got it detailed and I need to get it pulled out now. Put all the car seats in there. And toolbox has drawers all open, stuff everywhere, tools piled up, tools. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the Momobile and put away my tools and maybe start cleaning up this side so I have some space to work on this bad boy. And let's cut to that. No better feeling than a clean garage. Well, now that that's done, we can start digging into the engine. I've actually kind of been procrastinating because I am not that advanced of an engine mechanic. I've never dug this far deep with like having to gauge the clearances for the bearings and all that stuff. So this is honestly gonna be like my first build. I explained that last video. But this is gonna be kind of interesting. If you guys want to tag along and see if a pretty mediocre mechanic can build this engine to be close to 1,000 horsepower. I was about to say 100 horsepower. I hope I can make at least 100 horsepower. But no, my goal is to get 1,000 horsepower out of this engine, and we'll see if we can do it. Tool-wise, honestly, I don't have that many tools. Yeah, I got Snap-on, but don't let that fool you. Everything that I've got purchased, that is this strap-on right here, it's all been secondhand. This toolbox right here, I bought this from the pawn shop. I got it for a steal. It was pretty much brand new. And later on, I ended up finding out that it was actually stolen from Snap-on. Whatever. It's a good deal for me, I guess. Snap-on was actually trying to repo it from me, but they couldn't legally do it because I had a receipt from the pawn shop. But that's a long story. But I don't have that many tools. I mean, most of my stuff is Harbor Freight. Got Blue Point. This was also from pawn shop. Got a okay deal. This was like the first thing I ever purchased from a pawn shop. So I wasn't that good at negotiating with them, but I still got a better deal than if I would have purchased it brand new, had all the tools. Right now I'm missing like two or three things out of here which I need to purchase. Power probe, if you know, you know. The Quinn torque wrench. These are all purchased from like garage sales. These I actually purchased from the truck, the Cornwell stuff. But those Snap-on pliers, all this was garage sales. This is all Harbor Freight, and then Cornwell stuff. So I really don't have that many tools. This is all Mac. Nobody even has Mac anymore. This is like the first thing I actually purchased from the pawn shop. That box up there was the second. But yeah, I got these for a pretty good deal, I think. Got a full set of metrics, full set of standards at the same time. And then these I got from the pawn shop. Got these for a pretty good deal. These I got from the pawn shop. I got a killer deal on these. These are Snap-ons, and they're the mids. I got them for like $2 a piece. And then all of this is all Harbor Freight. Some Cornwell, Harbor Freight. and some miscellaneous extensions and random stuff. This is kind of more or less my electrical box. Got butt connectors, electrical stuff, tape, some interior fuses, and some other stuff. And then this one is a mixture of like Menard stuff. This one's got a mixture of Snap-on and Harbor Freight, mostly Harbor Freight. Got some Snap-on stuff over here. These are all from pawn shops. Then for example, look at these. These have the initials JPR. Don't know who JPR is, but thank you for that good deal on these pry bar sets. These I got from on Marketplace. I got them for like a really good deal in there. I mean, they're useful for when you need them. They're adjustable. All the other stuff is pretty basic. Cornwell, Harbor Freight stuff. Now, my Milwaukee. I do love my Milwaukee, as you could tell. I got a bunch of batteries. I want to continue buying more stuff because there's certain cases you need, like an extended ratchet, some other stuff. I do have duplicates only because I've been having this one for years, and she's been beat up. And typically, if I'm at the pawn shop and I find a good one, and I can get a good deal on them, I think I got this one for like 150 bucks, which is 100 bucks off. Same thing with this one. Well, I got this one and this one at the same time. No, actually, this one was warranted a couple times because I messed them up. But this one I've been having for at least 3 years, 3-4 years. But it's my most used Impact, so I had to buy a second one. Just found it at the pawn shop, so decided to grab it. Down here's nothing special, kind of just a bunch of random stuff. Harbor Freight stuff, Cornwell Torx bits, a grinder, miscellaneous stuff I don't really use too often. And here's lights and batteries and a bunch of stuff. Down here is also kind of a random drawer. Got propane and a bunch of different things. I'm not gonna dig that all out. They're kind of organized in a certain way. But anyway, that's just to show that I'm not making stupid money. I try to chase a deal whenever I can. Most of the stuff that I purchase now, especially now that I got the house, has all been Harbor Freight. It does the job and more. I mean, couldn't ask for more. I like to talk shit on Hobo Freight, but it's been useful. It's been good to me, so. We'll see if this amateur mechanic can build that engine into 1,000 horsepower. I really don't have that many tools, if I'm being honest. If I compare myself to other mechanics, that's nothing compared to some of these mechanics. They got $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 into tools. But you know what? That gets the job done for the most part. If I ever need anything, take a trip down to Hobo Freight, buy it up, and then that's how I've been purchasing most of my tools recently. But anyway, I'm gonna get back into the engine. If I'm being honest, I'm not gonna make this channel or this build as a how-to, because there's a million videos on YouTube on how to build these LSs, and I've been doing my research on how to build mine, and I don't want to misguide you guys if I do anything wrong, but I'm doing the best that I can, and try to bring you guys along for the ride. I'm probably just gonna time lapse myself building this. I need to stop saying I say a lot in these videos, but that's something I gotta work on. I almost said it. Now I can't talk without saying So there's a lot of things with this channel that I'm gonna have to work on. Primarily editing, taking these videos, not moving around as much. I'm still nervous around the camera. Please subscribe, comment if you have any suggestions on building this engine, or if I could do anything different, anything better. I really want your guys' feedback so I can really make the most out of this engine. Like I said, my goal is to build this engine to be 1,000 horsepower. I believe with everything we got, and with my brother still wanting to go boosted, this is gonna be a boosted application. I'm trying to convince him to go twin turbo. So we'll see if we can get him to do that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and show that you're interested and come along for the ride. Like I said, this is gonna be an amateur mechanic building 1,000 horsepower build. Eventually, we're gonna be taking this down to the drag strip and slowly bettering it, breaking stuff, fixing it, repeat. That's how it goes in this world. And this world's honestly new to me. This racing world, I've always been interested with it. You know, Cleetus McFarlane really brought me into it, and he's been a real inspiration to me. And I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have been the same. And I decided to finally pull the trigger and just start videoing myself. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I do a lot of side work. I'm always working on cars and stuff. So if you guys would like to watch me, maybe strap a camera onto my chest so you guys can watch me work or whatever. You know, some people enjoy that. Comment down in the comment section if you guys would like to see that. I'm not really sure what you guys want to see. But anyway, on that note, let's get back into the engine. It's been too much talking, so let's get to it. So my dumbass started doing some woodworking with all my shelves and stuff that I'm building. You guys saw some of it in the last video. But I finished that up, and after unboxing, I got this block dirty, which is okay. The block needed to get cleaned out of the way. They're supposed to get cleaned. Gonna go ahead and start blowing this out. Now that I wasted a whole case of brake clean on this, I dry it off. Well, here we are. I'm gonna use plastic gauge to measure the clearances on the bearings. That's the way I'm gonna do it. There's better ways to do it, but anyways, got some ARP bolts we're gonna throw on there for the final product. I'm really hoping these bearings will work because they're the only ones we ordered. So we got these King engine bearings. See if those work out. Hopefully we don't have to order any more bolts, any more bearings. Well, we didn't get far. These aren't even the right bearings. My brother ordered all these parts and none of them are right, which should have been a red flag when I ordered these big ass bearings, and I showed this in the first video. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? What the fuck is this even for? I don't even know, but safe to say these are not the right bearings. So I already kind of looked through the parts again, see if there wasn't any more bearings. These were the wrong ones, so I need to put them back in. This sucks. I was actually kind of excited to start building. And that's a note. So that's a huge fucking bummer. Ah, god damn it. This was a lame video for you guys, but I think I'm still gonna upload it because I want to start uploading more often for you guys. I'm so sorry that this was not what I wanted for this video. Actually, on second thoughts, I don't know if I'm gonna upload anymore. Well, whether this makes it on the channel or not, this blows. I got my little one upstairs crying because I think it's bath time and they don't like taking a bath. So I'm gonna go help out Kim. Yeah. If you want to support me, maybe even show a little bit of interest, please subscribe, comment anything you want, just to show a little bit of support. Have a conversation with me. Maybe if you have any tips on building this engine, comment down below. If you even made it this far, comment down below. I'd be amazed to see how many people actually made it to the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time, I gotta order some new parts, I guess.